Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Veal and welcome back to Andromeda 6. Let's get back right where we left off. This is so much fun! Grandpa June down there is just trying to kill my vibe. I get laughs, and hooks an ankle around the pole spins around so many times I feel dizzy just watching her. I'm not trying to kill your vibe. I'm just worried about you. June rolls his eyes. Exasperated. I can't say that word. His voice almost lost amongst the noise surrounding us. Chillax, Daddy. How come you loosen up before you end up with a stick in your ass and the size of the... With a stick in your ass the size of the captain's? The eyes locked on each other, unflinching. Interrupted only when Aya twirls around the pole, her voice appearing a mere moment later to continue glaring. The glaring match. My hands in front of me. My white hands. Can't speak. See, my hands in front of me awkwardly, thinking this is possibly a good time to interfere and defuse the situation. I get a stick up to the girl. June Eye is right. Haha, told you. And I thought you were the same person, Dr. Veal. No, he is. Get lost, Grandpa. I promise I won't get us into much trouble. If Cal asks, we're sitting quietly in the back, behaving ourselves, got it? June throws his hands in expression that word before turning around and walking away towards the empty seat in the back. So, no one said a little trouble in the head, Dr. Veal? You're crazy, you know that, right? Yeah, but you like me that way. Says who? Says you. I knew we had something special already. Time for us to have fun, I promise you. And hey, you side with me of your own free will. That I did. It seemed like she was having too much fun to try and stop her. And honestly, I don't think she would have stopped even if we begged her to. And yeah, doesn't seem like that kind of person to just roll over when you tell her to. With it, Christine laugh. Aya twirls around the pole, stretching her legs until she lands in a perfect split, making the crowd around us hoot and yell. How much would I have to pay to get a private ship? Yeah, let's do that. It's not that hard. I can teach you how to do it. Except Iowa slowly gets up and shows off another spellbinding display of flexibility. Heat starts spreading through my body, but I'm entranced. I can't take my eyes off her. It's clear as day that she knows it and likes it. Who would you dance for? My mouth is dry. Her show apparently too much for me to handle. with a clear head.
It's many not look like, but I'm not much of a share.
See, so you'd like me to dance with for you?
Who knows? We have to try it out.
Give me no time to reply. I.S. Thoro's close to me gives me a quick kiss on the cheek, making my skin up in flames and the crowd around us to roar wildly.
You think a captain would know better than to try to sit by the water and stay dry? But then again, I wouldn't mind adding something to us, to getting us wet on the private dance.
How am I supposed to dance on the wet floor?
Babe, you're too adorable for your own good. You call me adorable.
At that, it hits me. My face burns hot. How I miss that one is truly beyond me.
I'm sorry, it was too easy.
Can we now, please?
And have you died before a lesson? I would never.
I put my face in my hands, letting out a groan I'm sure everyone around us can hear. Her laugh is music to my ears, and I watch between my fingers as she pulls herself back on the pole. I'm pretty sure I'd die from embarrassment from flirting with her someday. I just make it too easy.
There's nothing wrong with going wild now and then. We've been there, though, a lot, you know.
It's clear that they all carry a certain amount of baggage. You don't just become a mercenary for no good reason. She seems to act carefree about it all, and doesn't seem to mind my questions as much as some of the others. Taking her eyes off me, she pulls up and flips upside down on the pole, somehow holding herself with just her legs. And one next to me chokes on a drink when I winks her away. I'm pretty sure it was meant for me, but whatever gets her thought through the night, I suppose. Sliding down the pole, she flips back up, cocking her head at me.
What could possibly be going through your mind to have your brain tripped so damn loud, even in this crowded room?
How can you end up on the Andromeda 6? It seems like too much for you split to tie down to a crew. What made you join them?
That's a good question, is it?
Aya chuckles at that question and slows her down to dancing, eyes drifting into the distance. You don't have to tell me, of course.
All I know is it's been a while since anyone asked.
The crew never did?
Some of them know, but it's... all of us have a shitty past of some sort, so it's just...
Struggling, she cocks her head at me, an unreadable expression on her face.
There's not much to tell really, but how well do you know the piano?
I think I am one of those weird human water breathing things.
I know
a little about being a captain, and all makes it almost I can read already. It was almost covered in water, and it went supernova a few years ago, right?
pretty much, yeah. It was all well and dandy until it wasn't. Those stupid cocky idiots through it would be pushed an unknown substance in a research to bribe by that dumb king's request. For what? Nothing.
Something bad happened, and I can't help but twinge of guilt in my stomach as I ask her what. What happened? She doesn't answer me right off the bat, staring into the distance while letting her body spin around the pool. It doesn't even feel like we're in the middle of a crowded room anymore. My heart aches in pain. I imagine doesn't even come close to hers. That part of me that will always be connected to the Capvian homeland already applicated the weight of her next words. The words seem to slow down around us when she talks again, painfully so.
Our oceans boiled. Sea life died. The kids who refused to move back to land died there. Earthquakes ravaged everything. The temperature rose to ridiculous levels. We were dying of heat stroke, landslides, drowning. How do you drown when you have gills on your neck? I don't know. Hunger. People killed each other. Dr. Veal, it was chaos. Pride tossed aside while leaders sought out to help, and yet no one bothered to help us. Closed doors and backhanded offers is all we get. And it was their fucking fault. If humans had never discovered the substance in the mines, if they hadn't paid the Capvians to run tests on it, if the Terrori hadn't shut their damn doors on us, then maybe, why do you have to...
I have no idea what to say. She's blaming the humans. No, I mean, knuckles are white. From how tight she holds the pole, I cast to the side, beaming with unshed tears. I know there's nothing I can do, it kills me, but all I can hope is that she gets better. And I can be there for her when she needs me to, but still my heart aches for her, and I wish I could do something to help, anything. How else am I supposed to react to that? And the fact that I can't even remember what happened to my own people. Words of apology flow over my lips before I can make sense of the storm of feelings inside me. I am sorry. Her eyes started back to my words, confused sprawling across her features.
You are nothing, absolutely nothing to apologize for, Dr. Veal. If anything, I don't should be saying sorry for going overboard with details. I'm just meant to tell you about Capvia and me, and sorry. Coloring does say I tend to get touchy with the topic, but I'd hate telling him he's right.
The forlorn look in her eyes hurts me. I didn't think she got touchy with it. It's not an easy subject. I understand why you got emotional. You shouldn't blame yourself.
Thanks. I mean, I know that, but most of the Capvians didn't get like this anymore. It's been a while. It makes no sense to dwell on the past so much.
Would you rather forget about it? It takes her time to answer. I can almost see the conflict through thoughts running through her head.
I don't know.
With a sad smile, I got the feeling it's best to leave the topic at that for now. My own memory loss might make me get touchy and emotional over that.
I'm sorry,
But
don't tell me I lost it, okay? It almost makes me want to jump off this strange stage and go for your shoulders the rest of the day. But I have a show to finish next time, so get those shoulders ready, okay?
it seemed like she's about to turn around and go back that spot. I can't let her go without saying something. The weight of her words still sits heavy on my chest, suffocating me. You don't have to apologize either. And if you ever need something to listen up with, count me in.
I know. Thanks, Dr. View.
But how did you survive?
Now that's a cool story, but I'm afraid we have to save it for another time.
Winks at me before turning back, trying to keep dancing, calling out to me over her shoulder.
Can't really spill all my tea in such a crowded room, can I?
And with that, she turns her back around, jumping on the pole like a second nature. I take a few steps back and keep watching as she twirls around, having the time of her life. That's it, until her face shifts to sheer anger and she stops dancing and yelling at someone in front of the stage.
Hey, no touching, asshole.
Before I even figure out what happened, and one hand lands on my shoulder. I'd advise you to go somewhere else now. But don't worry, you can leave this to me. You don't want to be in the way of Amy when Amy gets mad, trust me. Staring at his earnest smile, I can't help but believe him. Is a feisty little thing. I do feel sorry for whoever dared messing with her just now. With my goodbyes to June, I turn on to continue exploring the club, while he pushes his way through the crowd towards Aya. There's only one place in the club I've ever been, and I'm curious to find out how Bash and Anya are amusing themselves. Sliding around the dance floor once more, I almost made it to a certain sport theme. That word. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I have a small brain. The final room of the rest of the club when I felt a sharp pointed nail tap me on the shoulder. When I turn around, it's to find Opal looking nothing sort of delight when they found me. They offer a strange half-out in greeting. Mr. Vito, I hope you enjoyed Opal's club. Yeah, you're Dopo. It's the finest in Nova Vega, yes. Opal blinks at me a couple times, leaning forward while they wait for an answer. Oh, it's great, Opal. I've never seen anything like it. Opal smiles, apparently happy with the answer, as he claps her hands in front of him and peers at me with wide yellow eyes. Opal is curious. I meant Mr. Bash and the astrologer crew. Tell Opal the story, yes. Oh well, if the captain trusts Opal, I trust Opal. Opal seems harmless enough, so I don't know why I couldn't tell them the truth about how I ended up on the Andromeda 6. I was in Santa Vea during the coup. I don't remember much, but I was injured, and then the crew rescued me and brought me aboard. Fortunately, the crew was there, yes. I stopped for a moment, realizing that I've barely taken a moment to appreciate how truly lucky I was that day. Yeah, I owe them my life. Opal owes them our life too. Many lives, in fact. You come and work in Opal's club, yes? No need to go back. Nastily Goldust now. What, Opal? No. For the last time, I'm not going to work for you. Opal gives me a sheepish grin. I shake my head at them. My lips quickly, slight crinklings light in the corners. Mr. Veal met the crew in Tutavea, yes? Yes, that's right. Opal hears rumors of the royal city, the king's family murdered. I swallowed thickly. It's a dreadful ordeal. No matter how hated the old king was, 15 lives, entire family gone. But one body they cannot find, the youngest prince, as if he just disappeared, yes? Opal eyes narrowed and looked at me intently. Very curious. Do you think the prince is still alive? Opal thinks if he was alive, he should hide far, far away. The usurpers would not let live a thread to his throne. How would one recognize the prince if they saw him? That is, Opal does not know. The youngest royal children are hidden, always hidden. Not important to be seen, not important at all. Opal looks me over, and for a moment I think the conversation is over until suddenly they speak again. Opal is happy, Mr. Dr. Veal is here. Mr. Dr. Veal isn't safe. Is safe in Opal's home. Opal smiles at me, and although his pointed teeth give them a rather sinister look, I get the impression that they meant what they say. Thank you, Opal. With another half bow, Opal ambles into the crowd, and after watching them until they disappear, I continue on my way. Heading towards the room off to the side of the club, I push the curtains and I spot Bash not too far away, sitting out around a half-moon table covered in crimson felt. 3 other patrons are seated in the same table. A small creature with a bored look on her face. A beautiful Pathian couple who look far too finely dressed for a place like this. Dealing a set of cards in front of them was this. When curiously I noticed she had 4 arms. As I stepped closer to the table, I realized that her upper arms look natural enough, and the bottom arms are completely robotic, much like Bash's, and assisted her with dealing the cards at lightning speed. Last chance to place your beds, ladies and gentlemen. Bash pushes a stack of chips further onto the table. As I step behind him, I finally notice Ronnie at his side. It would be an understatement to say that the look on her face at the sight of his belt is belt. His belt's very big. His bet is one of pure horror.
Sebastian, the amount of money would be enough to feed the entire crew for a month. What are you thinking?
Bash sits back in his seat, arms folded casually over his chest, and a lopsided grin on his lips. I know I'm doing right.
This is how much they draw you in, you know. You get a few wins, the next thing you know, it's completely gone. Over your head, and end up losing everything. Next thing you'll be betting with the ship itself.